everyone, this is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and I also have Pete Whitridge from the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education, and both of us will be interviewing Martha Brown Menard. Welcome, Martha.
Thanks, Ryan. Happy to be here.
And first question is, why did you apply to present at the Educational Congress in July of 2015?
Well, I think this is a really important event, and I wanted to be there. And I've worked a lot in massage education over the years, most recently doing a evaluation study for CompTIA on the quality of massage education nationally here in the U.S. And I think it's going to be the place to be this year.
Yes, definitely. And how do you envision the future of massage and bodywork then?
That's a big question. I think that we have some decisions to make as a profession about where we want to go. I think right now we're kind of straddling the fence between being a purely vocational field versus an academic field. And I think we want to, find a way to move more in the direction of becoming a more academically based healthcare profession that still allows for people who want to have a career as a massage therapist to be able to do that.
Beautiful. And so to that end, tell us a little bit about the class that you're offering with Janet Kahn.
Well, it's not so much a class as more of a, I would say, facilitated discussion that we want to have. And we're actually hoping that we'll come out of the discussion with some ideas for moving educational research forward. Generally in massage, when we think about research, we think about research on healthcare outcomes in massage, but very, very little research on the educational process of what makes a good massage therapist. What are the best teaching methods for teaching particular skills that we want competent massage therapists to have? We've never really brought research to bear on our own educational process, and that's the discussion that we want to have is what will it take to create research infrastructure for massage education? And since we have all of the major players in massage therapy at this conference, we're hoping that we can get some solid ideas and maybe even some financial backing to move forward with that.
Beautiful. Yeah, and Martha, I'm a member of the American Educational Research Association, and that was at the recommendation of you, and it's really opened my eyes to some of the pieces around education, and that's a piece that's really missing in our field, is that we don't really know what best practices are, and it's always variable out in the classroom depending on the type of learning that the teacher has as well as the experience of the teacher.
I think I just had a conversation with somebody at a national university that trains a different discipline of healthcare provider, also in complementary and integrative healthcare the other day. And he was telling me that in his discipline, people tend to teach the way that they were taught, that a lot of students who become faculty at a school are graduates of that school, have come through particular courses and training programs, and when they're invited to come teach the class on whatever, well, I'm going to teach this the way that my teacher taught it, the way that they did it. That's just the way that I'm going to do it. And I think that's just as true of our own profession. I think it actually probably cuts across most of the licensed complementary healthcare disciplines.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then one of the things that you're very involved with, and we did an interview earlier with Deb Hill from ACAC. You're very involved with ACAC a little bit, and just wanted you to kind of share with us a little bit about what your hopes are for the conference and for your own personal hopes for the conference.
Oh, well, I think Deb is probably the best person to talk about that in terms of representing ACAC. My involvement with ACAC is with one of the working groups. I'm the co-chair of the research working group together with Dr. Cheryl Hawk, who is the VP for research at Logan University, which is a chiropractic college. And in terms of my hopes for ACAC coming out of this, um, in ACAC we have three working groups, the research, clinical, and education working groups. And both of them have done some projects that I would say are kind of related to educational research. I guess I would say I'd like to see our research working group be a little more open to educational research across the disciplines.
Yes, so true. And then final question is, what advice do you have for new therapists, teachers, or volunteers?
Oh gosh, for new therapists and teachers, I would say learn all you can about adult education. Adult learners are different. Keep learning new stuff. It's a lifelong process.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you very much, Martha. We look forward to seeing you in beautiful Minnesota in July this year.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for being here today, Martha. And we'll have a little quiet space, and then we'll finish.
Okay. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Pete.
Okay. Okay.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, Martha, have you ever done a hangout like this before?
I have not. I have not.
Well, we're hoping to inspire you at some point to just start to maybe use this a little bit with your own group. You can have up to 10 people on these hangouts, and it's as long as people have the technology with the video cam and kind of tied into their hard line instead of a Wi-Fi, it makes the meeting go nicely.
Cool. Well, one of the things that I'd like to do this year is to begin offering some online courses through Crocker Institute, and I've found some different learning management software that I like, and while I had been thinking about using something more like Adobe Connect to manage the webinars that I'd like to be doing. Maybe I'll check out Google Hangout. I have to admit, I'm not a big social media person. It just seems like I have not enough hours in the day as it is to get everything done that I'd like to get done. And it seems like another time suck to me.
Yeah, well, the Hangout itself is really the technology
No
of the
offense,
video.
Ryan.
Yeah.
No, and the Hangout itself is really something that you could record too. So,
Sure.
and I absolutely agree with you about the social media stuff. I find myself being less and less involved, but this part, we use it as our executive committee, and I think it's sometimes helpful to people's faces.
Yeah, it's always nice to see people's faces.
Yeah.